Good morning, this is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, seeing mostly sunny conditions once again out there this morning as we do have another nice weather day ahead today. Although similar to what we saw yesterday, we will see some slightly breezier winds developing as we move through the day today, and then we'll see conditions becoming a bit more unsettled as we move into our Wednesday as we have a cold front approaching the area. It's going to bring some persistent rain showers through the day, slight chance of a thunderstorm, and some slightly breezy conditions continuing. But that will be for our Wednesday. Overall today looking fairly nice as we take a look at the current surface analysis. Seeing high pressure in control still over the local area as that starts to slowly pull off to the east, and we can see that boundary off to our west and northwest that's going to be continuing to approach the area as we move through the next 24 hours. Current conditions this morning, just a few clouds around 5,000 feet, winds out of the south-southwest at 4 knots. Temperatures at 66 degrees. Our relative humidity is at 93%. We take a look at the current visible satellite. We can see there's mostly sunny skies, just a few low clouds here and there over the local region, and then off to the west and northwest, seeing a bit more in the way of cloud cover ahead and along that front moving into the region, and that trend will continue, particularly as we go into the evening time frame when we see those skies becoming cloudy through the overnight. Take a look at the European model here, zoomed out to look at the bigger picture. We'll see that high pressure continue to recede off to the east as that front approaches the area, being supported by an upper level trough. We see the shower activity mainly out ahead and along that boundary, but expecting to maintain dry conditions as we move through the day today. As mentioned, we'll see some slightly breezy southerly winds picking up ahead of it. Winds starting more southwesterly as we move through the overnight time frame ahead of the boundary, and then we'll start to see our first chances of precip in the local area as we pass the 2 a.m. time frame, just a slight chance, and then gradually increasing chances, particularly as we pass the 7 a.m. time frame. We'll likely see that rain in the area, starting off light, and then we'll see persistent light to moderate rain showers, maybe a few embedded heavier rain showers with a slight chance of an embedded thunderstorm as we move through the daytime hours. The European model a bit quicker with the boundary, some models lingering a bit longer, but it does look like we'll see those rain showers coming to an end as we get towards the later afternoon and early evening. As this starts to push through the area, we'll see those winds shifting behind the boundary and becoming a bit gustier as we move into the evening time frame as well, with some cooler temperatures moving in. So today being the last milder day before we move into more seasonable temperatures as we move through the next several days. But behind that, we'll see high pressure trying to build southeastward into the area, but still keeping a tight pressure gradient over the area as we move through the day on Thursday. So it sets up for another slightly breezy day and on the cooler side, so we will see a slight chance of a wind advisory on Thursday as well. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we're seeing green conditions through our working hours today. We'll see south-southwesterly winds, 8 to 13 knots, gusting to 18 knots as we get later in the morning. Then those winds become more southerly, with peak gust up around 20 knots as we get into the afternoon time frame. We'll see our peak temperature around 77 degrees, so similar to what we saw yesterday, and generally just seeing partly cloudy conditions. Could see a ceiling develop possibly around 4,000 feet, but generally staying scattered at times as we move through the afternoon. And then we'll see the real clouds start to build in as we move into the evening time frame. We'll keep those slightly breezy southerly winds. Temperature will bottom out around 67 degrees as that cloud cover starts to build in, keeping those temperatures from falling. And we'll see overcast conditions developing, particularly as we move past the midnight time frame. That's when we introduce that yellow risk for precip, with that slight chance of a light rain shower, and then increasing to an orange risk as we pass the 4 a.m. time frame, with rain becoming likely, particularly as we get past the 6 or 7 a.m. time frame, as we'll see those persistent rain showers moving into the area and those winds turning more southwesterly to start the day for our Wednesday. Tides are running normal, and for our Wednesday, again, as mentioned, cloudy with persistent rain showers through the day. A slight chance of an embedded thunderstorm, so yellow risk for lightning, but keeping a red risk for precip as we move through the day. We will see the rain ending and those clouds starting to break, likely towards the close or thereafter the close of business on Wednesday. And then we'll see a gradual clearing trend in the skies and continuing slightly breezy conditions. Do have a yellow risk for winds that are above 25 knots with a slight chance of seeing a wind advisory, more so on the backside of the front with those gustier winds. And we do have a yellow risk for reduced ceilings with those rain showers moving through the area. Green conditions as we move into Wednesday evening, as we do keep slightly breezy conditions, but peak gusts should be slightly lower with partly cloudy to mostly clear conditions. Cooler air moving in low around 50 degrees. And then a cooler day for Thursday, more seasonable with mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions at times. Slightly breezy once again with a yellow risk for that wind advisory criteria, likely staying just below it, but can't rule out a brief period of those winds exceeding that limit. And we'll see our high temperature around 64 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.